Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 564 subscribers as of recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it, of course, and remember that if you do enjoy the content or find it useful or anything like that, please hit the sub button. Help me reach that 1k goal. We are steamrolling through it the last couple of days. I mean, we went up over over the whole weekend we went up a colossal amount, so I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Speaking of weekends, I hope you had a very good one, and happy Monday, I think, depending on, of course, if your Monday is good or not. Now, let's get into this one. Mid-month, I'm going to tell you guys already, I logged in when I saw the post on Reddit and stuff like that. I'm not too thrilled about it. And you guys see why in a second, and I'll give my reasoning as well. It's just not for me, but maybe you guys like the type of thing. So let's quickly do our free summons. Hopefully I actually get something out of this. Nope, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Then that's the mid-month banner, by the way. Okay, so we have 2 banners to cover. Actually, we have 3 to cover. Okay, so we'll start with this one. That's fine. But yeah, okay, so let's start with this banner real quick. It is her focus pool for Gazelle from the Magic Society. Let's quickly just check out who is in the pool with her. Of course, this is a really good character to have. I did go over her a few videos ago if you guys want to check that out, of course. And the fillers on this one, she's the only good filler. He's not good, and he's not good either. So, yeah, she's the only good fella. Of course, if you want Gazelle, this Gazelle, the Magic Society one, this is going to be your best bet, probably for quite a while. But, yeah, I don't think focus pools are worth it because I feel like they rip you off. That's just my opinion on it. It's just, yeah. So, this banner, of course, if you desperately want Gazelle, I've seen some people go and pull... I think the dude spent 10,000 orbs or something like that to pull this Gazelle out of this banner. It's ridiculous how down bad you guys are for Gazelle, but you know what? It is what it is. So, speaking of this banner, let's cover this banner. So, of course, we do have the 3 characters here. This is actually returning banner. We have Gazelle, the first Gazelle that was implemented into the game. Zombie Bambi, and then Kirichi, I think her name is. So they are not bad units at all. Let's just quickly check who is the fillers in this banner. Okay, so filler units on this one is actually quite decent. She's extremely good still for PvP, for Brave Battles. She's extremely good for Brave Battles. Yuhabaha over here is extremely strong as well. Eben is kinda... He's a quality of life character. He gives you coins, he gives you potions, he gives you crystals. Yeah, you know, all those type of things. So definitely not a bad unit to have. Chad is a Brave Battle character as well, so I wouldn't recommend that you guys have him or pull for him. But you know what, it is still probably the strongest Chad that we have in the game. So if you're a fan of him, you know, go for it. This Eisen is phenomenally strong. It is a NAD unit though, but he is extremely powerful. Definitely also a character worth having. And then this Rukia is just old and outdated. It's the 10 years Rukia where she's a captain. Really cool, you know, thematically and visually, but she's really dated at this point, so definitely not worth the pull. Now I'm gonna say, right out of the bat for this banner, if you guys are only gonna be pulling for Gazelle or Bambi, go for it. These 2 are really good. I'm not saying, you know, pull 50 times. I'm saying pull like a few times, 2-3 times, that type of thing. Like Gazelle and Bambi, they're both really good, except it's just Kurichi. She's a potion unit, if I can remember correctly. We'll go over the skills, of course, and then if you get lucky, you'll get one of these 2 or Eisen. But really, it isn't a banner worth pulling, you know, 20 times on or 10 times on. They are a little bit older now already, so let's just put it like that. So, Gazelle. She is a technique unit. You guys have seen her on my technique slot. I need to put Grammy back in on the slot, to be honest. I just liked using her when she came out. So, Soul Reaper Killer Plus. It kind of fits her. I think it's actually accurate. She has a very high SP, which I don't get from The Quincy's really, they don't show the spiritual pressure anymore as they did in the previous seasons of Bleach. You know, the distorted feeling, all those type of things. So you don't really get the feeling that they are an overwhelming presence, but the SP is quite high, so that's good. I mean, she did body a few people, so that's fine. Soul Trait, strong attack, recharge time, minus 14%. Love it, no problem there. Then she has Dominate. This was when Dominate was first introduced into the game as a new status ailment. Basically, it means that you can, well, not you can, but you do turn enemies against their friends, etc, etc. So that is actually quite good to have. Then she also has an EX move. I forgot what the hell that is, so we'll check it out together. I haven't played with her for a while ago. Innate is Sprint +1, Paralysis Resistance 100%, and Havoc 20%. Not bad. Paralysis Resistance is kind of but it is what it is. Then increased normal attack damage 40%, strong attack damage increase 60%, cooldown 14%, that is her Soul Trait. Frenzy +2, Bombardment +1, really good, really good. Debilitator 7 seconds, which is really nice to see. Increased status ailment chance against Soul Reapers, not bad at all. Increased technique attribute character damage to status affected enemies for the whole team. So basically, if you proc a status ailment, everybody will get a 30% bonus damage to those enemies. That is on technique. Damage to dominated enemies 100%, so it's 130% bonus damage for her if she procs a status ailment on a guy. Weakened defense, sharpshooter, and SP pressure boost. 80% status ailment pressure boost. Yeesh. So she has a really good kit, and her attacks are actually quite nice as well. We'll test play her in a second. Then Bambi, Zombie Bambi. I like Bambi as a character. I don't like this version because it's, well, Zombie Bambi, but she is still pretty good to have. She has quite a high SP, a bit lower than Gazelle's, but I think that's just because of zombification in my opinion. So a Ronco Killer Plus, really good, really good. She has 2 Soul Traits, although her second Soul Trait is kind of redundant. Strong attack recharge time minus 12%, and damage to lacerated enemies 30%. Like I said, kind of redundant. Then all her attacks does have lacerate and fire on it, which is really good. I think Ishin, the past Ishin on Mind also has lacerate and burn on all his attacks, if I can remember correctly. Then Sprint +1 as innate, Havoc 20%, and Fire Resistance 100%. Kind of fits her, to be honest. She does make everything explode. Then skills. Increase normal attack damage 50%, devastation. No, wait, hang on. I read forwards. My bad. Let's retry that one. Skills. Increase normal attack damage 30%. Devastation 50%. Reduce strong attack cooldown 12%. That is a Soul Trait, of course. Frenzy +2. Frenzy +3 in Guild Quest. This is when I don't mind if a character has Guild Quest bonuses, when they are normally +2 and then they get to +3 in Guild Quest, you know. But if it was +1 in normal content and then +2 in Guild Quest, then I would be complaining quite a bit. Debilitated 2 seconds, kinda meh. Increased status ailment chance against the Ronkos, great stuff. She's a Ronko plus killer, that's exactly what you want. Increased range damage 10%, 30% in Guild Quest, you know, whatever. Damage to burning enemies 40%, lacerated enemies 100%. So the damage to lacerated enemies here is actually normally just 70% on her kit, but because she has a bonus 30 on her Soul Trait, it is actually 100% on the skill sheet here. Then weaken defense, poise, sharpshooter, and increased kill effect, 30% and 50% in Guild Quest. So really decent character, really decent stuff. I'm not going to play too much about it because at the end of the day, she's still really strong in normal content. So it's not that bad for me, and we have different versions of Bambietta. So I don't mind this one being a Guild Quest character because I don't really enjoy using her normally, just because I like Bambi as a character. So I like, as all degenerates probably do, to play with the swimsuit Bambietta because she's actually really strong. So Kuruchi. So if you guys don't know who Kuruchi is, she is a Priverone Espada. Let me just pause this real quick, 2 seconds. So what is a Priverone Espada? So basically it means it was a, she was once upon a time a Espada, and then when Aizen gave power to the current Espada we know, they fell off and became a Priverone Espada. I think it's Kuruchi, it is Katamban, and Dordoni. They're all three are pretty Spartas. So Kuruchi got done in by Uryu and Peshe, which is kind of funny, but she got revived by Mayuri as a quote-unquote zombie. Just a little bit of background if you guys haven't watched the anime. Okay, so she is a NAD unit. As you can see, her attack is decent. It's not extremely high, it's not low, it's decent. Squad 0 killer plus, of course, because everything is going to be killer pluses these days. Then, normal attack damage plus 35% on her soul trait. Massive, amazing, great stuff, love it. Let's move on. She does not have any status ailments, but her second strong attack does heal and does grant a barrier. This is actually really good. It's not a boost, unfortunately, but it does heal and give barriers. Then her innates. Sprint plus 1, long reach 20%, and guard break. Not bad, not great either. Skills, team party increased heart attribute character normal attack damage 20%. So every single character in your heart team will get an extra 20% normal attack damage. Increase normal attack damage 85%. Great stuff. Really high actually. But remember, this is combined with assault rate, so it's actually only 50%, and then the assault rate is added to this, it's 85%. Then freeze resistance 100%, not bad. You see, this is when I get annoyed with units. Flurry plus 1, but only plus 2 in Guild Quest. So it's kind of meh, in my opinion. But you know what, it is what it is. Half stamina, only decreased damage taken 50%. Increased range damage 10%, 30% of Guild Quest, Poise, multi-barrier plus 2, healer, medic, and increased killer effect. So she is a only Guild Quest unit, and that bothers me because we don't really have a very good Kuruchi, which I don't think is a problem because I think most people forgot they existed. It's just, I would like one good or great unit of each character in Bleach, you know, that type of thing. So it is what it is, but yeah, definitely not worth pulling on this banner just for Kuruchi at all. So let's quickly test play them. I'm actually going to start with Kuruchi and then work my way backwards. So like I said, she is just she's not even a character that you control in Guild Quest. She is a NPC character, so literally you'd pull this to not play her. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So her normal attack string is ranged, which is great, of course, for Guild Quest. That is exactly what you want. So we'll quickly kill the first group here. Really easily, no issues whatsoever. Then, next one. Strong attack 1 looks as follows. It's like a spinning disc that pushes enemies back. That's just nice for creating some distance in Guild Quest. Second, now wait, we'll do a third strong attack first. First strong attack is a AoE in front of it. Not anything, you know, gigantic, but it is still there. Okay, yeah. And then a second strong attack is a vortex around her for a little bit, or spin around her, and then it heals and gives a barrier. So she is just pretty much a support unit. And damage dealer, of course, because she does deal damage. She's not as much a support unit as she is more of a damage dealer. But still not something I would pull on the banner for at all. You have a lot better options when it comes to ranged or Ronko killers that you can use. 7th anniversary Ichigo, you know, if you have him, he's a ranged Ronko killer and he absolutely slaps. Of course, you would control him. You would not have him on O2, but that's a unit that you can definitely use instead of her, you know, that type of thing. There's so many Guild Quest units in this game now, so I have to actually keep track of them. But she will get the job done, don't get me wrong. She will 100% get the job done. And at the same time, of course, heal you and keep your shields up. Still not as good as Orihime, in my opinion. Mana Orihime. The one where she's dressed up as a maid. That is still the best support unit in this game, in my opinion, once again. But yeah. Okay. So let's check out her special move, which will not one-shot. It's very nothing. That's all I can say about it. I'm just gonna kill this guy because I don't want to deal with the rest. Okay. So as you can see, Kuruchi extremely underwhelming. Like I said, she will get the job done as a bot in your Guild Quest team, but to pull and spend orbs on the banner just for her. I don't know, man. Wait, is she not a Ronco killer? No, apologies. She's a captain killer. I thought she was a Ronco killer. Oh, was Bambi's a Ronco killer? My bad. I messed that one up. It's a Monday, okay? Just you know, forgive me for that one. Okay, so she's a captain killer. A squad 0 killer. Yeah, squad 0. Jeez, dude. Oh my word. Okay. Karuchi is a squad 0 killer, not a captain. Yeah, Ronco killer. Damn. Monday be hitting hard. Okay, let's display for Bambi real quick. She shouldn't have any issues clearing this test ground at all, as well as Gazelle, of course. So her normal attack string looks as follows. It is just her explosion balls going ham. I love it, looks really good. So we'll just pop that on the first couple of enemies. You know, decent damage, not anything spectacular, but it gets the job done. First strong attack. Massive AoE in front of her, really good stuff. Second strong attack, I'm just going to pull these guys this way. A very big AoE in front of her. As you can see, all the animations are really short, and that is to improve basically how quickly you can cast them, etc, etc, because she's still a pseudo guild whistle unit. First strong attack, of course, screen wide. Well, it should have been screen wide. I think that was, just for some reason it missed. Hello? Okay, let's try that one again. I think it isn't screen wide. I think it is just in front of her, is it? Hang on. I don't believe it. I think it was a screen wide. It's just that guy was just out of my range. See, okay, these guys are hidden, so I'm not gonna try it on them. We'll try that on the next group of enemies that's, you know, not underneath the ground. Okay, so I'm just gonna face away from these guys so that I can see. No, it's a screen wide, it's a screen wide. I just missed that guy for some reason. So yeah, as you can see, her skill set really cool. It has very nice visuals to it, which is something that units didn't have for a very long time. So it has really good visuals in it. Yeah, she's really strong and I love playing with her, but I do love the normal Bambi more. Okay, so special move should one-shot everybody here. As you can see. So she is really strong, but the problem is she is on speed and she's competing with a really bad monster called Yachiru Unahana. So of course, in my opinion, she's nowhere near that Yachiru, but she's still good to have. But now, of course, for the thing that everybody's going to be pulling for, Bambi, Gazelle. I mean, Gazelle is just, yeah, everybody wants Gazelle because she's, well, Gazelle. So let's check her out real quick. Normal attacks is very underwhelming, but she has a really nice ending on it, which is like a blood soldier type look. It looks really cool. We'll pop it real quick on these guys. As you can see, I dominated that enemy, so he's going to be attacking his friends. Really cool. Okay, so first strong attack. Massive AoE in front of her and to the sides. Really nice. Second strong attack. I think this one is also really big. Yeah, it is. Which is, it almost gathers enemies up and then pushes them away. Let's pop these guys again. And then her third strong attack. Of course, screen wide. Okay. Now let's check out her EX move. I forgot what the hell this is, to be honest. So, okay, so it's like a persistent rain, blood rain. That's really cool. Okay, I actually forgot about that. Ow, I got bonked. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this Gazelle is really strong. I completely just brain farted that one. Come on, I want to control you. Come on. Be mine. No, okay. Come on, I want to control one of you, please. Please. Okay. Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, now her special move is actually a resurrection as well. So if you do die after you've casted it, you will revive, which is very nice. As you can see, she absolutely annihilated everybody. Not even Bambi annihilated them this hard. So Gazelle extremely powerful, definitely worth a few pulls if you want her, of course. Because this banner right here, I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll look at a banner in a second. Yeah, definitely, like I said, if it is anything of worth to you guys, try to get Gazelle, but this is not a banner I would pull a lot on. Mainly due to the fact that, of course, anniversary is really close, and this mid-month is mid in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll check out their skills and who's the fellas, so let's get to that. So the mid-month banner is Ururu and Kon. As the, I think it's like Karakurizer, whatever the hell it's called. Now, just a quick disclaimer on this. I absolutely despise the Karakurizer stuff. Mainly because of Don Kanoji and the fact that he is hanging around with kids the whole time as a old as hell dude. For me, that does not feel right. That's why I don't like Don Kanoji as a character. Whatever comedic relief he's supposed to be. I do not enjoy that. And I do not enjoy the fact that, you know, we have this type of character in Bleach. And I like Ururu as a character, don't get me wrong, but this is stupid, in my opinion. So, it is what it is. But of course, let's check them out. I mean, I would not pull on this banner, even if they are god tier characters, because of the fact that I just do not care anything for them. But maybe you guys will, so it doesn't matter to me, really. We're just going to scroll past these, because this is actually the descriptions they have. So, let's check out the fillers, and it's horrendous. Okay. Okay, this banner. Damn, dude. Mid-month, they did not cook at all. Okay, so right out of the bat here, I'm gonna say none of these fillers are actually worth it. Yeah, no. Okay, Momo is cool to have. She has some good utility to her, fair enough. Shua is a crystal character, and he does have 100% purity, which is nice, which is very nice to have, of course. He's a spot farmer, super potion farmer, so not too terrible to have either. But most of these guys are guild quest characters or something of the lot, so I would not recommend them, of course. If you guys do need a guild quest character, then hope and pray to RNG, basically, that you get one of these, but yeah, okay, so now we need to check out the actual flagship units of this banner. Damn, I hate saying that. Okay, so Kon in Ichigo's body looking like that. So he is on technique, okay? Damn. This is already starting off real bad. His SP is 909. That is pathetically low. As in, holy hell, that's low. Okay. Whatever. So, Hollow Killer. Okay, good stuff, no problem there. Soul Trade coins plus 50%. Not a bad Soul Trade to have, actually. But I can already see the direction he's going in terms of what unit he is. So, no status elements, of course, is Kon and Ichigo's body. He's not the all-powerful being. So, the low SP does make sense, but still, damn, dude. His innates, sprint plus 1, havoc 20%, and stamina recovery 20% in between zones. Did they pull this character out of like 2016 or something? This character's okay, whatever. I'm not gonna bash him too much. If you guys like the characters, you like them. I'm not gonna be that biased against them. Team party increased technique attribute character strong attack damage. In other words, any character, including myself, that is on technique, that is in your party or your team, will get an extra 20% strong attack damage. Just a quick note, if you guys do see the video sometimes just pausing randomly, well, it wouldn't pause for you, but like the music would skip a bit and stuff like that. It is because my sinuses are killing me today. So I'm trying to, you know, record and not sound like I'm dying, basically. Increased strong attack damage 60%, not bad. Devastation 50%, good. Reduced strong attack cooldown 20%, 12%. That's not his soul trait, so yeah, that is not bad at all. Team party increased moon speed 20%. Okay, so he's a speeder. So he's a speed farmer. Increased coin drop 100%. That's really good, actually. Increased crystal drops 50%, really nice. Frenzy +1, great. Increased status element, or it's increased damage dealt to enemies not afflicted by a status element, that is purity 100%. Guard break plus 18 enemies. Okay, so he does not have a bad kit for crystals and coins. Not bad at all. I cannot fault him for crystal coin runner. That is a really good kit. So yeah, not bad at all. Now let's quickly check out Ururu over here. I have a feeling she's going to be a potion farmer probably. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was on the damn bunny. Okay, anyways, she has a little bit better of an SP, which is funny considering it's Ururu. Kon was meant to be a combat. Although Ururu as well, she was built by Urahara to fight lieutenants, so you know, yeah, the hell with it. Why not SP? 913, really good actually for the type of unit she is. Soul Reaper Killer checks out. She's on power as well, so she has a dual soul trait. This is the first time we've seen this. Okay, potions +5, technique potions +5 because she's on raid, so she will always go and get the opposite colors potions. That's how it works. And then increased droplets 70%. So she is a phenomenal link to have already for your potion farming. Because let's say you have 3 of her, okay, that you don't put into the transcendent. So you have 3 different units of her. You can link those 3 different units to all 3 of your crystal, your potion runners that you have in your team on power. And then all 3 of them will get the +5 potions and the +17% droplets. So that is actually really nice to have. But let's check out the list. So she has Lacerate on all her abilities, which is not bad at all. Sprinter +1, Guard Break, and Havoc 20% as nates. Good. Skills, Team Party, increased power attribute to character strong attack damage 20%. So everybody in her team that is a power unit will get the extra 20% strong attack damage, which is not bad. Then Team Party, once again, increased power character special move damage. So in other words, everybody that is a power unit on the team will get an extra 30% damage on their soul bombs. Increased strong attack damage 40%, devastation 50%, reduced strong attack cooldown 12%, great stuff, love to see it. Increased technique links like potions 10%, I mean that's great. Of course, increased technique droplet drop 47%. So basically what this means is her normal skill is actually just only +5 and her droplets is only 30%. But because of her soul traits kicking in, that's why we end up at this value. Frenzy +2, great stuff. Team Party, once again, she is definitely very nice to have as a actual member to your party because she buffs the holy hell out of it. Increased power attribute character special move damage 50%. Wasn't that a thing already? Yeah, why is this duplicated? This is I think this is an error. I don't think it's supposed to show up twice, or maybe it is. Yeah, that's the exact same thing. So 60% boost, I think, to your soul bombs. I think. Don't quote me on that. It shows up twice, but not as one value. So it's kind of confusing me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Then team increased power attribute character damage to status affected enemies 30%. So another team boost, and then damage to lesser enemies 60%. Not bad at all. Now I'm gonna say, yeah, you need 3 of them. And the reason for that is so you can have 1 in your team, and then you can link 2 more to your other units to get the bonus potions and, of course, the bonus droplets. So not bad at all. Kind of what I expected her to be. I expected her to be more of a spot unit as well, so kind of disappointed in that. But the fact that she has +10 potions and 47% here, it's really good. It's not that bad, really. They are exactly what I expected them to be. And yes, she is unique in the fact that she has those double soul traits, so that's not bad. So we're going to start out with Kon, let's play him. I can already tell you guys this now. This is not a banner I would personally pull on because of the fact that you don't need to farm these things anymore. just do your damn dailies. Just spend 5 tickets a day and have your medals spent on the correct stuff, and you get more than enough potions and droplets and stuff like that every single day. There's no need for you to farm these at all. But anyway, so Con, he zooms because he has 20% bonus movement speed, remember that. So his normal attack string is that. I guess you could call it fabulous if you really want to. Okay. Anyways, first strong attack. That's really decent damage actually. Second strong attack. Okay. And then the first strong attack. Screen wide. Now, the reason why he's clearing this so damn quickly is because he has purity 100%. Remember that. So in other words, whereas a status element spiritual pressure boost 80% is conditional, you need to first proc a status element to get an 80% bonus damage boost. Or, sorry, 80% bonus strong attack damage boost, right? Because of the spiritual pressure going up. So you get a bonus to your strong attack damage. Purity is a conditional thing, but it is always active because Con doesn't have the means to proc status elements. In other words, every single time he attacks an enemy, it is always 100% bonus damage. That is why Purity is so strong. As you can see, even his Nad string does a lot of damage because Purity is always active. These guys aren't affected by status elements and they won't be. So that is why he's clearing these things so quickly. It's not because he's ridiculously overpowered or anything. It is just purely because of the fact that Purity is a ridiculously overpowered trait. Now, of course, it feels like it is a little bit wasted on a character like this because he's literally just a jewel and coin farmer. But if you do need a good crystal jewel farmer or coin farmer, look, Connor's gonna be your guy. He's pretty good in those regards. So yeah, I don't want to see the special move, but I'll proc it anyways. Let's see what happens. You can just end me after that one, but anyways, so as you see, I one-shotted them all, but that's because of Purity, okay? Purity is ridiculously powerful. It is an extremely powerful trait. That is why somebody like, what the hell, what's his name? Oh, Etsu, there you go, on speed. He's a Purity character and he has a gauge and everything. That guy is so busted, it's insane, really. But yeah, so he is strong. Look, I'm not going to boil it down and say he's not strong. He's strong because of Purity. So definitely a good character to have for your coins and crystals. But to gamble on this banner with Orbs in the hopes of getting him and not all the other trash is really, you know, not it for me. So we'll display Ururu. Of course, I have a little bit more hopes in terms of visually. I mean, Cons is just kind of him flailing about, so let's see what she can do. She has those dual traits, which is really nice. And of course, she procs status elements, so a normal attack string. It's kind of Ururu, so it's fine. I mean, that's exactly what I expected from a normal attacks. First strong attack is a uppercut. I didn't really see the full animation there. That happened so quick. See that again. Okay, it's like a kick. Okay, cool. Which does pretty decent damage. Second strong attack. I think that's more kicks or punches. I don't know. Her animations are kind of hard to follow. But it has a pretty decent AoE. Third strong attack. Let me just get frozen here. I thought it was going to be a screen wide. It is not. It is a slight forward dash. But has a big AoE around her. So, not too bad at all. How did you survive, bro? What the hell? Oh, you're not gonna eat me. There you go. Because, like I said, once again, the reason why Con is clearing this so much quicker is because he has Purity 100%. If she had Purity 100% and didn't have any status elements, she would clear it a little bit faster actually than Con, so just keep that in mind. I actually need to focus with her, because I don't think her defense is very high, so I don't want to get hit. The Circus Strong Attack has a really big AoE, by the way. It's actually decently big. Okay, let's see her special move. I don't mind her, so... Okay, yeah. She's kind of cute. Okay, but anyway, so that is... Now, I know already I'm gonna get pulled apart for this, because I've seen people rave about this banner on the Reddit subreddit. I've seen people comment on my videos the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, saying I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I don't tell you guys to pull on the right stuff. You can still make up your own mind if you want to pull on a banner or not. That is, you know, that's the nice thing about being a human. You have the freedom of choice. However, I will not tell you guys to pull on a banner that I don't feel is worth it, because there's different ways and there's many other characters that you can use to get crystals, jewels, and potions. And the fillers on this banner just plain and simple sucks. So, for me, I'm gonna say in my opinion, this is not a banner you should pull on. This, remember, my opinion. I'm saying that because I don't want you guys to waste orbs on this banner. If you guys do enjoy Con and Ururu and just want them for the hell of it, go for it. Of course, it's your orbs at the end of the day, but I would not recommend this because you guys will be using these guys maybe once, 2-3 weeks. Maybe. You know, that type of thing. If you really want to pull on a banner this week, this is the banner you would pull on. But also remember, don't spend all your orbs here. Like 5 pulls, 10 pulls, you know, that type of thing. If you really want to go to 10 pulls, of course. But, I mean, this banner is significantly better in every sense of the way. Even the fillers are better than this damn banner. This banner, in my opinion, of course, absolutely horrendous. I don't enjoy what they did with the characters. I kind of expected them to be those type of characters, but you have so many options when it comes to what these guys do, man. I mean, really. And if you don't have a coin character or a crystal character, yeah, then sure, go for Con. I mean, he's really good in those regards, just I don't think he is worth it if you have units like that already. Same with Ururu, yeah. Even though her soul trait is kind of busted, really good for potion farming and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you guys this now. You don't need to farm potions. You don't need to farm droplets. You don't need to farm super potions. Why? Because if you do the achievement system, this system right here, this wonderful achievement system right here, and you go to your bonuses, and look, you need to put in some work to get this operating, but if once you do, I get 1,250 droplets of each attribute every single day. 1,250 of every single droplet, 500 of every super potion, and 1,500 of every link slot potion a day, just by logging in and doing, I think it's spending 5 tickets, something like that, every single day. This is a gigantic amount of potions, 7,500 potions that you get just for spending 5 tickets. You don't need to farm potions in this game. There's absolutely no reason to. Of course, you can do this as well. The scrolls, that is another thing. Scrolls everywhere, you know, it's phenomenal to do the system. Just focus on the achievement system and you don't need to farm for your damn spots and potions. I have not farmed those things once. Not once. And I have a pretty significant amount. Where the hell was it? Submenu, there we go. Inventory. I do not have, I haven't farmed any of these potions and scrolls and stuff like that. And this is what I'm sitting at. Let's open a potion. And I've not been playing for like a year now. So that's another thing. I've not been playing for almost a year. Well, on and off, of course. But I mean, look at this. This is the amount of stuff I have just by the daily potions that I get and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, some of these were from the anniversary. but not a significant amount. I can promise you that. I can swear that, everything. I never hit the jackpot at all on the anniversary stuff, so yeah, but I mean, this is the amount of potions you can expect pretty much from just logging in and doing the achievement system. There's no reason to farm it, and if somebody's going to be commenting on this video again saying, oh, you don't farm potions, you get them, or you don't farm accessories, you get tickets from doing quests, it's like, dude, that's exactly what farming means. You farm the tickets to get accessories, like, really, get over it. So, you know, it's really, in my opinion, you don't need to farm these things. It really just comes out as a daily reward, and of course rewards from doing events and stuff like that. So yeah, remember, that's just my opinion on it. If you guys want to farm it, go for it. But yeah, I can't condone, me personally, I cannot condone you guys wasting your orbs on the mid-month banner. It just isn't really, I don't think it's going to be right to you guys spending orbs on this banner for these two. It's really redundant, really, honestly it is. But yeah, if you guys want to pull on it, of course, go for it. But yeah, so hope you all enjoyed. The next video will be on Wednesday, of course. I'm going to be doing a accessory guide because somebody asked for it, I think 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly, but I will be covering all the accessories in the game. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So that will be on Wednesday, and then Friday will be something else probably. Yeah, hope you all have a great Monday. I really hope it turns out great, and I will see you all again in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.